alabilir veya daha fazla bilgi için kabin ekibiyle iletişim kurabilirler.
Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode. Now we've just arrived in Hurghada in Egypt. I was back here in 2009, but this is Holly's first time. And how did the trip go yesterday getting here?
Well, we left it up to Mark to book the flights, and he took us from Glasgow to London at 4 in the morning. We then had a flight from London to Istanbul at around about 5 p.m. So we had 12 hours in London, and then we get to Istanbul, 3-hour layover, and we meet somebody from Aberdeen, and she said there was a direct flight from Edinburgh. So Mark is never, ever booking flights again, because it's now 3 a.m. in Istanbul. We get on the plane, and somebody gets escorted off of the plane because he was shouting at the flight attendants.
So never shout at your flight crew, because they will kick you off a plane.
And you will get arrested, as he did. And then we're 2 hours later. So we landed here at 5 a.m. pretty much. And then we got to
26 hours to go. And then when we were on the plane in Istanbul heading to Hurghada, I realised I'd been pickpocketed. So I had suspicion that, thinking back about it, someone may have pinched some from me because he was hovering very close to me when I was making the coffee machine, trying to make a hot chocolate. I was breaking the machine. And then found out I got pickpocketed, so I lost all my cards, my driver's license, everything. But so she is the bank for this week. You normally are anyway, aren't you? So yeah, unfortunately that happened. So cancelled the cards. Thankfully had about $200 so we could buy the visas and get the taxi to here. But we are excited to finally get here and go dive around the Red Sea, and we're about to jump on Emperor Superior today. So you guys are going to enjoy this. And also a tip, you saw our packing video. Turkish Airlines did not like our way we packed our gear.
Nope.
First time we've ever had an issue with any airline. We've probably travelled, what, 20 different airlines like that?
Yeah.
So that didn't go well on that one, but these things happen. So everything's going wrong yesterday, but we're now here and we're ready to go dive.
Yeah, we'll board the boat in 2 hours.
Yeah, exactly. So guys, you're going to enjoy this series, Exploring the Red Sea.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.
Some systems, some processes that we've been doing for 30 years that help things run smoothly. There are some safety things just to remind you of and let you know. But it's a very, very beautiful dive site. Gota means small piece, Abu means father, Ramada is the name of the ship.
That's cold. After that crazy few days of travelling, we finally arrived on Emperor Superior and time to dive the Red Sea. Now I've dived the Red Sea before and I loved it, and I always want to take Holly here, and today was the first time Holly got to dive in the Red Sea. Our first dive site, first dive here, and look at it. We dropped down on a massive school of fusiliers, a blue spotted stingray. As you can see, Holly's all excited, and we're just literally under the liveaboard right now. This is the check dive. So we do a check dive to make sure everyone on the boat is comfortable, happy with the weights, happy with everything, a nice easy dive, and look at it. It is full of life. We've dived all over the Caribbean over the last couple of months and years, and the Red Sea is putting it to shame. For a check dive as well, there's so much marine life, and we don't even have to move far from the boat. Us two are sitting there like, look, here's another blue spotted stingray. They were everywhere. There was just so much marine life. It was staggering. And what makes the Red Sea so famous is the colours. The colours of the fish, the colours of the reef, and you guys are going to enjoy this series, because over the next couple of weeks we're going to have a lot of videos coming out from the Red Sea, diving the famous wrecks and the reefs, and it's staggering. You guys are going to enjoy this, so don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell notification so you do not miss any of the videos from this series. But even look, we have Nemo. Nemo's out cruising around just now. So they sit in anemones, and what they do is they move in and out and protect their families from it. Now, the anemones are normally quite venomous to predators, but for them they have a special layer on their skin, like a saliva layer, that protects them from the stinging cells of their anemone. And then, throughout this dive as well, we had crocodile fish. Look straight away here, we have a crocodile fish. They're very unique, and there's mainly only seen in Egypt and a few other places in the Red Sea, but it's a great spot to find them because they are so cool. But this was just the beginning of our trip, and the first day of diving. This is the very first dive, and up next we have coming a night dive, and you're going to be in for a treat for that, so stick around for the night dive just coming up. After that awesome first couple of dives we had in the morning and afternoon, we drop in for our first night dive in the Red Sea. And look at the reef, look at the colours of the reef. It is beautiful. There's so much colour in the coral, in the hard coral, the soft coral, and if you just look inside you get a surprise. And look at this, look at the size of this giant moray eel. I just saw the tail moving up and I was shocked the size of them. Now, the moray eels are really famous in the Red Sea for becoming massive, hence the name giant moray eels. I mean, look at the size of this one compared to Holly. Okay, I know Holly's only 5'2", but this moray eel is bigger than Holly, and it is just insane the size of it. Even Holly got a bit brave getting a bit close to it because it was a monster. And then if you look in the anemones, you'll find some more Red Sea clownfish. Just looking in the reef, there was so much to see, so much to spot, and everywhere you looked on this night dive, there was giant moray eels everywhere. There's another one just resting in the reef. Now if anyone knows what this fish is here, please let us know, because I could not find out the name of it and I did struggle. But as we move along, you can see the moray eels are out hunting. This dive was just a giant moray eel kind of dive. They were everywhere. And then this really cool, this isn't a Spanish dancer, it's another type of flatworm that we came across, but in Red Sea it's very famous to get Spanish dancers out on the reef and swimming in the water column. But this wasn't a Spanish dancer, but it was a really cool type of flatworm that was just cruising along the reef. But I really hope you enjoyed coming out for our first dives with Emperor divers on Emperor Superior. You guys are going to enjoy this series, so stay around for it as we have a lot of wrecks coming up.